It is Friday, May 26th. I was going to say 1993, 2023 at 9:20 a.m. I have today and Monday off for my birthday. I am 30 officially today. And it's weird because, like, leading up to it, I was, like, kind of stressing out, thinking, oh man, I'm getting old. Um, I'm, it's such a change. I'm not going to be in my 20s anymore. And, like, 27, 28, a little bit of 29, I was, like, really stressing about that. And I don't know, at least the last 6 months, I was like, it doesn't really matter. It's just a number, really. I think the main important thing, I mean, first of all, I look still young, which, being 18 and looking like I'm 12, that kind of sucked. But nowadays, it's fine. But then, um, the main thing is just trying to stay young at heart, which I think I do. I think I feel like I'm still young at heart, so that's what's more important to me is having that still be there, despite the fact that the amount of times or how many days I've been alive accumulates to 30 plus now. So years, that is. So I don't know. I don't really. There is a part of me that's like, oh my god, I'm not 20 anymore, and I'm 30. Um, and I was kind of thinking about this yesterday. So yesterday while I was trying to fall asleep, is that, like, the saying goes, like, in your 20s, it's just kind of, have fun, figure, like, just don't really spend too much time being too serious, like, figure out who you are and just, like, live a little bit. And then in your 30s, like, that's when you're, like, really, like, about yourself, and, like, that's when you're settling down in a way, and, like, you're really building the rest of your life. And for the most part, I was, like, kind of reflecting on that. I was like, well, how much of my 20s was spent learning and, like, having fun and stuff? And I think that there's definitely a lot of stones left unturned in terms of exploration and fun, I think, which those are still stones that I can kind of go grab whenever I want, really, because I never was the most outgoing, I guess. But the in terms of, like, learning about myself, I definitely, the first I'd say, like, the first half of yeah, like, the first quarter even of my 20s was not spent a whole lot caring about that. And then when Taylor and I broke up, that's when, like, the first big change happened, and that's when I, like, was like, oh, I don't like the person that I am. So that's when I started to, like, try to control and figure out who I was. And then probably, I think it was like a few years ago now, like, that second big change where I was like, man, I really am not getting anywhere, and I need to start fixing this. Maybe that was even last year, I don't know. But more so towards the end of my 20s, I realized, well, I was thinking about how I really put an effort into trying to be the best version of myself that I can be. And um, funny enough, last week I had done mushrooms, and I wasn't doing it because I have definitely had a little bit of a craving, but I wasn't doing it to hide from anything. I wasn't doing it to necessarily learn something. I was like, if something comes up, that's cool. Like, I'm not really trying to look for a breakthrough or anything. I just want to do this for fun. It's probably the first time I've done mushrooms just for fun, ever. And first of all, the come up anxiety I've always had, it wasn't there. Like, I had, like, a very baseline, very manageable, very low level anxiety, and then it just stayed that way. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. That's surprising. That's new. That's enjoyable. And I just had a um, nice time. And one of the things that I had thought about in that moment, or there was two things, I guess. One of which was, like, if I ever, like, if I can, so I guess I'll start from the first. Is that I realized that I was very happy, right? I was very giddy and happy, and just kind of content with my life. And I was thinking about that, reflecting on that, and I was like, none of this is manufactured. The happiness that I'm feeling is, like, I know that happiness. It's familiar to me. I feel it on a daily basis, and it's in me. And, like, I know that it's not hidden behind, a wall or something, and the mushrooms kind of, oh, there it is, hey, it's there. And all mushrooms was, hey, there's some happiness, let me put some more happiness on top of that. And I was just like, wow, like, that is so new to me. I haven't felt that in a very long time, and I was just very appreciative of that. And I had kind of taken a second to realize, like, how far I've come. Like, I was just very quickly going over last year's video, and I think last year, kind of the start of the year, was when I was probably, I think, one of the most depressed I've been. And it's just, in that time, in that year long span, like, I've just been doing so much work on myself and so much reading and so much, well, not so much therapy, but therapy and just a lot of reflecting and trying to be a better version of me. And it's like when you're in it day by day, your kind of nose is down and you're kind of focusing on that. You don't really think about it. And then I kind of just zoomed out a bit and took a look at the larger picture, and I was like, wow, this is like I can see change. Like I'm I'm recognizing changes in the way that I'm thinking, in the way that I interact with people, and the way that I intake information. Like when people speak, like I'm not just hearing words. I'm trying to like feel feel their emotions, or like try to like just general conversation. Like it's different the way that I speak almost, and it's really really cool to reflect on that. Like wow, that's like who knows in this time next year where that'll be. And so that's just been really exciting to do and to have figured out. Well, not figured out, but just working on it and get to a point where like, oh wow, I can actually notice progress. Um, so that's just really exciting, and it kind of motivated me more to keep on doing that. So that was cool, and I think that going back to whole, your 20s is all about that. Like I think that mission accomplished to an extent. I definitely think I've ended that decade of my life as right now I'm a person that I'm happy to be. I still think that there is things about myself I'd like to work on and things I'd like to improve upon, and things yet I haven't even touched on that I want to work on. So there's still work to be done, but I'm 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 in a good spot, I think, and just continuing to do this, and eventually, maybe one day I'll be perfect. I don't know, but yeah. But anyway, that's I'm for my 30s. I don't know. I'm looking forward to. I honestly, to be honest, I haven't actually thought about it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking forward to. Nothing really changes. It's the same as it was yesterday. It's gonna be the same tomorrow. So nothing really changes. Um, I just I just hope that like the 30s are where I'm spent like kind of really really like I don't want to say perfecting, but really getting like really learning about myself, really kind of honing in on the things that I'd like to work on, and just being the best version of myself that I can be. Um, and eventually, maybe sharing that with somebody. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about that. I was kind of thinking about that the other day, and I was like, of all the things that I do on a daily basis, I love those things. And as much as I may want to be with someone right now, it's like I don't want to take a slice of that pie of myself and have to like okay, well that's gonna go lower, and I have to like dedicate some of that time to someone else, and there's still some tension that would be there, and that's not fair to someone else. So I don't want to do that, and I'm just gonna just continue being with myself at the moment and just working on myself, so that if that ever changes, kind of I'm at a good point. So but yeah, but the one thing I noticed today is that I don't feel sad. I feel down, and I notice that like every time my birthday comes around, like the day of, I'm just not. I don't know. I'm feeling eh. I don't know what that is. I don't know why. Um, maybe it's something to reflect upon. Maybe it's something I can talk about in therapy. But I just like noticed it today. Like I was like, man, I'm feeling down, and I was like, I feel like I'm down every birthday. Like even though like for the most part, like on like a scale, like definitely more towards positive, especially like when I'm around family and stuff. But just like right now, I don't know. It's weird. It's this down feeling, and I don't know. I don't know why that is. So something to think about, I suppose. But I'll add it to the to the list of things to think about. Um, from there, the one video you saw me with blonde, I had that from about December till a few weeks ago. I ended up cutting it because it was like my hair was just really in rough shape, so I wanted to cut it. And I noticed it's not that bad now, but I definitely this is where I'm going to start going bald. So that's honestly been a little bit stressful, not stressful, but like concerning. I don't know. I don't want to go bald, so um, I don't know, but we'll see. I still have plenty of time with it, I think, but it's like it's there, it's coming. So uh, enjoy it while I have it. But just now, yeah, I just wanted to reset my hair. I'm probably gonna stick with let it grow out, and then when I get my next haircut, I might re-go blonde, or I might get it cut, and then the next cut I'll do um, blonde again. 'Cause I did like it. I think I look good, and I just liked the way I looked. It kind of made me feel better physically. So that was nice. The new place has been good. I really really like it. It's actually been so one of the things I've been working on has been great to have worked on here because there's those walls are kind of thin here. So like sometimes I hear my neighbors, sometimes I hear my upstairs neighbor walking and stuff. And like in the past, like at mom and dad's house, like that stuff would drive me crazy. And now I think one because it's not them doing it, but also because it's like I'm actively like trying to okay, why does this bother me? It's just noise. Just don't focus on it and or just kind of breathe through it. And I've been getting better at that. And it's been cool. Like I can actually like one of the things also like the my windows have I don't know some sort of siding or something on it. So when it rains, like it's loud. It's really loud. And at first, when I moved in, like in the winter, especially like when it was like warm and the water was dripping down from the roof, I was like, oh my god, this is torture. This is absolute torture. But now it's like I can like I go to bed and it's raining. I'm like, oh, okay. Because before I was like, I'm going to bed and it's raining. Great, and I'm gonna be up longer because I'm gonna be focused on that. So been working on that. That's been good. But yeah, the place is awesome. I really really like it. It's a nice um, place, and I got my couch also, which is nice. Um, that was a while ago, but yeah, I really really like it, and I'm going to. I don't I have to double check my lease agreement just to see like when like how early I can I guess ask to stay here because I would like to stay here. But yeah, and it's I don't know the drives back home are about an hour. They haven't been too bad. Like I'm not really I go back still for wrestling every month. I went back for Mother's Day and I'll be going down for birthdays and stuff. So yeah, um, been really liking that. So or not liking that, but it's not been that much of an issue. Um, I just really been enjoying living alone. I'm definitely in a better headspace than I was. The thing that I knew would happen, or I figured would happen, once I got away from mom and dad's house, it was like having my own place, having knowing that no one's gonna bother me, knowing that I can be alone, I don't have to talk to anybody, and just like I have my own space to do anything that I want, and having that freedom. Uh, that alone has improved my mental health tremendously. So that has been great. Um, and yeah, yeah, and I think yeah, I really really like it. So hopefully I can stay here and continue living here. Work wise, it's been fine. I definitely one of the things also I've been working on is like trying to like maintain my anxiety levels and stress at work, and I've been doing a relatively good job at that. Especially, I think the last long call was the first time I had like I was just trying not to let it ruin my weekend. I was trying to just focus on the weekend, like enjoy myself, and just if it came, it came. I can't do anything about it, and I've been kind of feeling comfortable with things, and that's been nice. I've been also kind of working in a way that um, helps with the the stress of wasting time, I guess. So I've been kind of busting my ass in the morning so I can have a little bit more time in the afternoon for myself, which has been great because in that time I can cook. I can, if I need to clean, I can clean. I started working out this week again. Like actual, like my building has a little gym, which is little, little. But it has weights, it has a exercise ball. So I've been doing that this week and like I'll go do that for an hour and then I can go shower. I can, edit a video. I can do some stuff. I can play guitar or something. So, and then 5 o'clock comes around. It's like, all right, all the stuff that I just did, like that doesn't eat into my personal time. That's been nice. Um, but yeah, so the work's been fine. No complaints, and happy there. The guitar, I have been playing that every day. The only since I started in December, the only 2 days that I missed were when I was moving in January. So I've been playing guitar every day, and I've been posting some covers on YouTube. I'm definitely better. I definitely still have you can definitely tell I'm still a beginner, but I'm at a point. It's interesting because like I finally got to a point where like I don't have to necessarily look at the guitar every time I'm playing. I kind of know where the frets are for the most. Well, not for the most part, but like when I'm first learning it, yeah, for sure. But like once I start playing, I'm like, okay, I kind of know, I kind of feel where I'm going. So that's cool. I'm learning songs a little bit quicker. Like I'm learning Weekend Power List by Perfect Circle right now, and the intro bass. When I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. But like I kind of picked it up pretty quick, so that's been going good, and it's just really fun. I'm really enjoying it. I try to play at least like 30 minutes a day if I can, and yeah, it's just been really cool to kind of have that kind of create. One have that just thing that I'm learning and just every day and getting better at it, but that kind of that creative outlet too, where I can like think of video ideas. Where I have a few. One day I'd like to be able to play Polyphia songs, but and I have a bunch of video ideas for that. But yeah, I just kind of get my creative juices flowing, which has been nice. So yeah, right now I've been working on Weekend Powerless. Next one I'll work on is probably Smokeahonis by Attack Attack, which Zach said he wants to learn with me, so we're probably going to collab on that. And then I think after that, A Tout Le Monde by Megadeth, and then we'll see. We'll see from there, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I have a couple songs in my head that I know exactly how I want them to sound, but I can't improv yet, and I don't know how to make the sounds I want yet, so that's still something I'm learning, but yeah, it's fun. And actually, that reminds me, I have to call the guitar place today, because my bass guitar, I bought that and then went to go set it up. They said it's all warped and stuffed the neck or something, so they got a replacement. That was like 2 months ago. I called last week to see if they could set it up. I never heard back, so I have to call them again just to see if they did. Maybe go pick it up. Last Sunday, or this past Sunday, I had a flat tire in my back. I had to go fix that. I should probably go check to see, make sure there's no issues with the tires today, because I have to go back for wrestling tomorrow. One of the things also I've been working on that's been helpful, I kind of learned from therapy, was that, so I went to therapy when I was just kind of feeling stuck again. This was maybe February or something, March. And the therapist I recommended to find 5 areas of my life that I want to improve upon. And even if it's just 1%, 1% a day is still better than nothing. And then she recommended a book about on habits as well that I got, and it was fantastic. I learned so much from that, and I really, really enjoyed reading that. But the 5 aspects of my life that I picked were mental, physical, creative, interpersonal, and professional. So I'm just going to open the docs so I don't forget. But so for physical, like initially that started just like when I'm going to the before I go to the washroom, I'll do 10 push-ups and 20 mountain climbers. But now like I'm starting to go to the gym and stuff and do that. So I'm kind of trying to incorporate those 2 things. So that's that. So just any sort of exercise was good. Mental, so that's it's mainly like reading books on self-help. So that's my mental thing for the day. Once a week I try to just do like a quick check-in, see how I'm doing, see if there's anything that kind of stood out this week that I need to worry about or work on. So I usually do that on the weekend, or in case of wrestling, I usually do that on the way while I'm driving to back into town for wrestling. So I'll do that tomorrow probably. For interpersonal, that can be just watching, like I was watching forget the YouTube channel now, Charisma University, I think, like just ways on how to be a better conversationalist. Or I'm reading books on like, right now I'm reading a book on like relationships, and it talks about like it's mainly focused on like the bidding process. So when I talk to somebody, like what am I trying to get out of them, and like recognizing what someone's trying to get out of me in that situation, like on an emotional level, not just like a manipulative level. But that's been really good. So like I'll read both of those. Like I'll read for 30 minutes one, 30 minutes another. For the creative side, that could be when I'm recording my guitar covers. That's been I've been recording skits again. I've got, Jesus, I don't even know how many. I've got like at least like 30, I think, maybe 40. But every day I'll either just sit here and think of what can I record, or I'll record a few things, or I'll edit the things that I recorded the day before. So today I have a couple things I'd like to record maybe. So there's that. And then professional, I was like, okay, what am I doing? Like, what do I want to do with my life? And I was like, okay, I think honestly streaming is something that would be cool, I guess, to do. I don't have anything else that I could really work on, so let's just work on that, because that's something that could be fun. So I've been using streaming as a way to like get better at just conversing with myself, and try to be better at observational humor, because that's something I've always wanted to work on. So I'm just trying to use that as a way to, almost like a self podcast, and try to get better at being funny. So that's mainly what I'm doing it for, but also just on a professional level, just seeing if I can build it. So every day, that's I try to stream every other day, and then edit the clips from that day the day after. And then that's posting on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. My clips forever at 9, 12, 3, 6, 12, 3, 6, 9 o'clock. I'll post something on one of those and just kind of alternate videos. I have like excluding, so my social, so my folder has 239 what's it called, 239 videos in it. Of those, skits are 47 videos. So a little under 200 videos of clips that I have. So just keep on working that, and every day, hopefully, I'm trying to make every stream have at least one clip, which is what I'm doing. And then yeah, just like making sure my channels look nice, making sure descriptions are there, my playlists are all organized. When I upload the VOD to YouTube, making sure that it has, you know, the tag, a description, a good title, just doing stuff like that, just every day, at least 1%, and that's I've been doing that, and it's been helpful. It's made me feel good. It's made me feel productive, and I like it, and I enjoy doing it. And it's been definitely kind of broke me out of that funk, and it also kind of like settled me down a bit. So I was like, man, like if I, you know, if I have I'm working out, I, you know, I have to put in all this time and effort to do an hour or whatever. It's like, well, no, you don't have to. Like, it'd be nice, sure, but you don't have to. And one of the things I learned from that book too is like sometimes if the habit isn't working, it's not so much the habit you're trying to build, but the systems you're employing to do that habit. So maybe, you know, yoga, I've tried and failed so many times to start it. Maybe yoga isn't for me. Maybe I just don't like yoga, and that's why I can't stick with it. So we're trying something new right now. So yeah, but that's kind of where I'm at. Game wise, haven't been playing really anything. I was playing WoW at the start of the year with the expansion. Kind of dropped off that. Haven't played that for a few months and stopped my sub, I think, last month. Um, yeah, I would really like to play like a competitive shooter that isn't, or just a multiplayer shooter, I guess, that isn't like round based or hero based or something like that. Like Battlefield, I'd love to play, but 2042 is garbage. Um, I also just like to play something with friends, like something fun, like Gary's Mod. But like I don't necessarily want to play Gary's Mod, but like something like that, like where everyone gets together and we just, you know, hang out and have fun. But um, yeah. Other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot more to say. I tomorrow, today Matt's coming down and we're gonna go out for dinner. Tomorrow I'm going up for wrestling. We're gonna have and after, because it's the Saudi show, so it's gonna be start at 1. So after that we'll go back to Mum's and have burgers. Dad's in Poland right now until July. Um, and then yeah, Sunday, Monday I have off, so just chilling. But yeah, I think that's it. So I'm gonna go for now. HBD to me.